Hi! So it's been a minute, but I have a very important announcement. And I'm gonna count to 5 just in case you wanna play a little game and see if you can guess what it is, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I am leaving social media. I am leaving social media. And so you might be like, big whoop. You might be like, the horror. And yeah, I've kind of experienced both at the same time, which is very fascinating. So let's get into the nitty-gritty of it all. The first thing I'm going to do is just define what leaving social media is for me. And so I am a business, and my business is me. I own a business. I am a one-person business. We know this, me, F.A.C.E, Makeup Artistry. And so leaving for me means I'm not yet, at least, deleting the traces of my social media pages. And I'm talking about Instagram and Facebook. But I am leaving a note in these pages saying I'm not checking social media. Where you can find me is my website, and where you can contact me is my email and phone number. And those are the only ways. I'm not responding in these pages anymore. Got to keep it streamlined and on places that I actually have control of. Okay, now let's get into the reasons why. And before I get into the specifics, I will say my decision to leave social media has been quite insidious. And it's just crept up slowly, day by day. I can't pinpoint an exact moment where I was like, ugh, done. I will say practicing minimalism over the last several years has really got me thinking about that, but not allowing me to feel that I was ready. I'm gonna share a paragraph here with you in just a minute about something that really got the momentum going. But again, I really don't have one set moment that was like, this is happening. It's just, but I know it's here. I mean, I recorded the video. This is like my 6th rendition. Okay, so if you were to look up any videos on why people are leaving social media, my reasons are gonna be quite the same. But I will say there's not a lot of people who are representing owning businesses talking about it. And so that is kind of the extra layer of nerves for me because that's my livelihood. But anyway, let's go. So if anything makes me want to stop social media, it's my screen time is making me face my own mortality. I don't know why anyone should get all tissied up by seeing a gray hair if they're on social media all the time and they do the math and realize another decade of their life will be just gone based on how often they're looking at these platforms. I want my time back. I want my life back. I don't want to continue working on creating content for platforms that I just don't have control over. And I also am not interested in consuming this content for that long either. So on both spectrums, I'm just kind of over it. And that kind of works me into rule number 2. I'm just kind of uninspired. Like, I remember when Facebook and Instagram used to be like these like playgrounds. I went there for inspiration. I really felt good most of the time on them, creating and consuming. And I was on there quite a bit, so the time hasn't really swayed me too much, but something has happened. Again, another insidious thing I can't pinpoint, but I know I'm no longer having any kind of like positive emotions with it. Even like when I get a post with good engagement and that dopamine hit happens, it's just like not worth it anymore. And so that kind of works into the comparison trap. Like even the platforms themselves are kind of becoming each other. So, you know, Instagram got Reels because TikTok has their video, like short videos. And then Facebook stories had to, you know, work with Instagram stories, which competed with Snapchat. And it's just like, so they're all becoming each other and we're all becoming each other. Even people who are still quote inspiring and original. It just doesn't feel that way because, again, it's all just mud to me. So again, a lack of inspiration is like one of the better emotions I've felt lately. And so on a normal day, like lack, sadness, and emptiness are kind of just the standard. So I think that's a true test to just, I want to leave. All right, and the fifth one is like parasocial relationships. Man, it just blurs the line between friend and business, like profession. And of course, on any way represented, I want to be friendly, I want to be hospitable, and I want to be accommodating. But I also want to be professional, and I also want to be accountable. So these things need to have clear, distinctive lines. I think I've done a pretty good job at that. But I think, social media is like a friendly, like a friend zone place, which is bizarre because we follow people and people follow us who we don't even know. That's why it's so bizarre. How bizarre. Okay, let's go into fascinating finds. I will not be afraid to admit that I am nervous and a little anxious on what things are going to look like with being off of these platforms because I don't know what my business looks like without social media being involved. Ever since I've built my business, social media has been a cornerstone in the promotions of it. So I am holding kind of this dichotomy, these two truths of, yes, these platforms have helped me build this brand over the past almost decade. But yet I feel deeply in my gut that I'm going to be better off by not continuing any further using them. And I hope it segues into giving a permission slip to other business owners who are afraid to leave social media because they don't know what it looks like, or they're advised that your business can't survive without these things. I'm going to share that on my website as I go through it, just hoping to encourage other people who might feel that same way to take the leap. And the other piece of that is, okay, on Netflix right now, there's The Baker and the Beauty. It's really cheesy, but it's about a family-owned business, and the father says something to the extent of, there's not always a bill, but there's always a price. And I love that because, yeah, social media platforms are free, but man, there is a price. A price. So cost and price, two different things sometimes, oftentimes. And so the other weird thing I was thinking about is, as soon as someone starts a brand or a business, immediately people are like, all right, we got to get your socials going. We got to start cranking out content for this. And why aren't we ever stopping to think, do we need this? See, that's the minimalism practice in me. But you can create a lot without all the platforms. You can. All right. I'm getting spicy, aren't I? Okay. So what I'm going to do is read a parting paragraph. Okay, so this is the one I was talking about, and I found this in January, so 6 months ago now, and my phone's probably gonna ding here. No, it's not. Okay, so what defines luxury brand power? Let's see. Have you heard? Of course you have, because for at least a few moments last week, the fashion world was solely focused on a seminal 2021 event. No, not the DC insurrection. The disappearance of Bottega Veneta from social media. Which got us to thinking, is mystery the new authenticity? Is a whisper the new shout? Is this a bad move or a boss move? Perhaps the new definition of luxury brand power is this. Real power is when a brand is so strong it can disappear from Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter and other social media and still be the object of clamorous attention and intense desire. Oh, okay, that is what I was trying to articulate to myself of what I want to emulate. I just want people to be like, yeah, Erin does good work. And she does good makeup, and she's responsible, and I don't need social media to put up that persona. So that's what I'm going for. All right, that's my inspiration. I have to mention how ironic it is that I have to create a video to put on social media to let everyone know that I am leaving social media, but that's part of the business phase out. I don't want anyone to think that I've just like abandoned being a makeup artist, because I haven't. I'm just not doing the social media part of that. So here's where you can find me. I already told you, but we'll tell you one last parting time. F.A.C.E Makeup Artistry, LLC.com. That is my website. And you can call me, and you can also email me, Erin at F.A.C.E Makeup Artistry, LLC.com. I will see you out in real life, I hope. And I won't see you here. But that's it. Bye!